Hi, I'm Alex Holiday, and this is my first aid kit. Here's the container in which the contents are held in. And here's the tape. This tape could be used for bandages. If you had like a cut or a burn or something, this could be used as an adhesive for the wrap or whatever it is you're using. Here's a stronger tape that could be used for an ankle or an injury like that where you need to keep something stiff. Here's gauze pads. Could be used to stop bleeding or for extra stability to a wound or something like that. I got a few different kinds here. Here's Band-Aids, both big and small. Could be used for various things such as cuts, blisters, burns, anything. It's a common Band-Aid. Let's see. Right here I have an ointment, antibiotic ointment, used after you've cleaned a cut with either peroxide or alcohol or whatever you use to disinfect the wound. Here's scissors, which can be used for basically anything. If you're wrapping an ankle or something, you need to end the tape somewhere, so you can use the scissors. Here's plastic gloves. If you were to get yourself in a situation where you were fixing someone else up and you didn't want to get blood or anything, I mean, you don't want bacteria spreading, so you use your gloves. Here's a tongue depressor. If you were to encounter someone who's having a seizure or needed to help a victim that was choking or something like that. Here's Q-tips to be used as a clotting agent or used to clean out a cut. Or I guess you clean your ears with them too. Here's the bags. Here's disposed biohazard materials that could be used for disposable or disposing of hazardous materials, whether it may be blood or syringes or anything like that. There's plastic bags, which can be used to carry a few things that you needed for any instance, whether it be somebody has a cut or something, you just need to take a few things along, or disposing of something if you didn't have biohazard bags. I think this is the most important thing to have in a first aid kit, because when I think of getting stuck, I always think of it being at night. I would like to have this on the highway or in the house or anywhere. Flashlight. So that's always good to have. Toenail clippers. Used if you were healing up a wound and you didn't have scissors. You could cut the ending of a bandage that you're using or something like that. Or clip your toenails. Here's an ankle wrap. Used for wrapping ankles or I guess anything you need to keep stiff, level, or whatever. Kleenex, it's common Kleenex. Using for runny nose or a clotting agent to hold a wound together. Here's Motrin, just a generic, or it's Modium. It's a anti-diarrheal, stop diarrhea, and this is for common headaches or pains. It's a common pain reliever. This wasn't on the list, but it's Benadryl for allergies. If you were to have an allergic breakout and wanted to stop the itch or mosquito bites, this is just like another thing like Benadryl. Here's some cleansing wipes. Whether if you didn't have alcohol or peroxide on hand, you could use these to clean a cut up or disinfect an already healing cut. Here's a performance bar. This is also an essential part of a first aid kit in case you were stuck and you need a survival meal. I mean, you could use this in many different ways, in many different instances if you needed energy or you're stuck somewhere. This also wasn't on the list, but it's it's used for like preventing hypothermia survival wrap. It's kind of like a blanket. Here's a light stick, in case you needed a flare or something, so people knew where you were. There's a CPR mask to stop fluids exchanging when you're giving someone else CPR. And here's tweezers. That's the end of my first aid kit.